So this is my first video blog, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I don't know that I'm okay with being posted all over YouTube. I don't know that I'm alright with the idea that my entire grade is dependent on me being part of this culture. But I do feel that this is a really important culture, and it's something that we need to learn about, because everything that happens can be found on YouTube. Everything that is of any significance at all is on the internet, and it's available for people to watch and to comment. And so I think that everything that we do should pretty much be videotaped. That's my opinion. I just don't know that I'm completely okay with the idea right now. So I watched the videos. That was the assignment. So of course I watched the videos. But it was all about this user-generated media, or this idea that our entire community, our sense of community, is based on the internet and coming together as a unit via the World Wide Web. Something about it just seems so... There's a word I'm looking for, but it's just not coming to me. It just seems so contrived, I guess, because this video could be anything I make it. It's not actuality. I could sit here and I could dub this, I could change it and alter it in so many different ways and post it on the web, and people are going to think that it's true. Kind of like, you know, the Lonely Girl 15 thing that was all over the internet, and how everyone thought that that was true, but in actuality it was all staged. Who's to say this isn't staged right now? Who's to say that I'm sitting here of my own volition and that I'm doing this because I have to, or that I want to? It's not so much that I have to. I mean, I could choose not to. No, I kind of can choose not to, can I? Anyway, it's really strange to me that right now I'm sitting here talking to this video camera in my empty room with no one around, and my parents are probably downstairs listening, wondering what I'm doing. And that really creeps me out. But in the same sense, I think it's really fascinating that this is going to be on the web. I think it's important to participate. I think it's important that participant observation was brought up in the videos, because I watch YouTube videos all the time and I think to myself, how awesome would it be if I could be a part of that culture? And I'm getting the opportunity to be a part of that culture, to understand what it is that this phenomena has brought about. I'm getting the opportunity right now, sitting right here, to be a part of history, a part of a history that will always be around, that is always going to be Googled. I mean, no, I'm not that important. I'm not going to have fame or celebrity because of this video vlog, but there is something to be said for the fact that right now I'm creating history. I'm creating a piece of what ultimately is part of this twisted phenomena. It's insanity. But I do think that there is, I don't know. In a way, there's a sense of anonymity, I guess, in creating these video blogs, because I could be anyone that I want to be at this moment in time. You don't know me. You only know the me that I'm portraying to you via this medium. But I could be anyone right now. Unfortunately, guys, you're stuck with me, because I'm not interested in putting on some sort of facade for you. I'm not interested in being anything other than what I am right now. And as boring as that is, there's something to be said for that. I feel like people spend way too much time trying to be anything other than who they really are. They want to be famous for someone that isn't them. They want to create this persona. But I'm not interested in any of that. I'm interested in being just me. I want to understand why I think like this. I want to be able to look back at these video blogs and be able to see myself for who I really am, and hope that by posting this information, this blog on the internet, and having other people watch it, that I'll finally get the chance to understand myself. We don't really see ourselves anymore. We see the version of us that we want to see. And the fact that I have to sit here and create this vlog is making me take on an ownership, a sense of responsibility, something that tells me that I have to be me, and that, you know, even though no one's here right now, everyone will be watching me. That's deep. It's deep to know that right now there's a red light glaring back at me and there's no one around. But tomorrow, when I'm in class, everyone's gonna see it. And years from now, when I forgot that I've even made this vlog and someone's on YouTube and they're, you know, typing away, up comes me. That's so crazy to me. It's fascinating that, you know, this is our new literacy. This digital technology that we're becoming accustomed to is really important. It's really critical that we learn how to communicate and use these mediums to the best of our ability, because we're seeing such a shift right now from what once was the written culture to what is now the visual culture. Instead of the written rhetoric that we're used to, we have to come up with this digital visual rhetoric and figure out a way to convey our ideas easily and effectively through this type of medium, because this is what's becoming wildly popular. I wish I wasn't rambling so much. I wish that I really had something detailed and deep to say, but right now I don't. Right now I just want to say that it's really it's really confusing to me. This whole YouTube thing is just so confusing to me. Not in the sense that, you know, it's difficult to understand how it works, but more in the sense that I never thought I would see this day. I never thought that I would be verbalizing my thoughts as a writer. I'm so used to the idea of putting everything down in pen and paper and making it final. And the fact that right now I'm talking to a video camera with no one around watching me is really the strangest thing I think I've ever had to do. And I think there's something to be said for that. I think there's something to be said for everything that we do. And I think that this is extremely important, and that, you know, sometimes we have to just sit back, relax, and allow ourselves to be caught off guard, because that's when the magic really happens. That's when everything kind of comes into place. And I guess the fact that I'm so taken aback and nervous and not so familiar with this technology is the beauty of it all, because it doesn't have to be important. It doesn't have to be final. This is just the first installment. This is my chance to say to you that I'm taking a shot at something that I'm completely unfamiliar with, and I hope that it takes. And I guess in the practice of all my fellow YouTubers, I thought that I would display for you a little something that I wrote. Practice compassion. It's my favorite saying, words to live by. And if everyone on YouTube's doing it, it's got to be important, right? I don't know. Just a thought. Good night.